Hey guys, Amber here, and today I want to talk to you about why you might not be getting the results that you're after with your skincare. Now, I don't know about you, but one of the most frustrating things in the world to me is when I feel like I'm doing all of the right things and I'm still not able to move the needle. I mean, that's basically why I stopped dieting, right? Like, I feel like I would starve myself for like weeks on a time, and then I'd get on the scale and somehow I gained a pound. What was that all about? So screw that. So basically what I do now is just eat cookies, drink beer, and don't get on the scale. So that's a win-win. But I realize that when it comes to your skincare, simply ignoring the problem or just hoping it'll go away may not be the best way to deal with it. So today I want to talk to you about some really common things you could be doing, or in some cases not doing, that are prohibiting you from getting the results that you're after with your skincare regimen. Now, the first thing is that keyword there is regimen. It's not something that you can just do every once in a while. When you're really serious about skincare and you're really serious about changing the condition of your skin, it's really something you have to make a commitment to doing every day pretty regularly. I remember one time my brother came to stay with me, and he had stayed with me for about 2 weeks, and one day he came home from work and I was like doing sit-ups or whatever. And he was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm working out. What's it look like I'm doing?" And he's like, "I've never seen you do sit-ups or any kind of physical activity in the 2 weeks that I've been here. So, I mean, what are you hoping to accomplish with this? Like, what are you trying to do? Because you can't just work out once in a while when you feel like it and hope to get results." Of course, he was totally right, and the same thing applies to skincare. It's not something we can just do once in a while when we feel like it and hope to get long-term results. So if you watched my video on lies that skincare marketers tell about their products, you know that I'm super passionate about people being cognizant of the ingredients that they're putting on their face. The number one thing that you can do to screw up your skincare regimen is to use products that don't work for you with ingredients that aren't doing what you were hoping to set out to do. So number one, you have to be aware of what your skin type is and look for ingredients that are copacetic with your skin type. But the other thing is you also want to be looking at what are your goals. Just because a product is said to be good for oily skin, well, if your issue isn't oil production, like if that's not what you're caring about right now, like maybe you care about lightening some of your hyperpigmentation, maybe you care about smoothing out some of your closed comedones, well, then all of the matte oils or whatever in the world are not going to help you accomplish that. So it's super important not just to know your skin type, but what you're trying to do, and then be aware of what ingredients are supposed to help you achieve that goal. Okay, another big one is brand loyalty. I am super guilty of this. My favorite company for Asian skincare is this company COSRX, and they make a lot of really awesome products that are targeted for certain problems as opposed to being like super general. And most Korean skincare is that way, but I feel like COSRX does a really good job of hyper focusing on the things I care about. So when they came out with their rice overnight sleeping mask, I was all about that. And I put that baby on my skin every single night, and I was all into it. And every morning I would wake up and I would look in the mirror and I'd be like, yeah, I'm not really seeing any results. And so what did I do? I kept using it over and over for probably like a month before I was like, why am I continuing to use this product that clearly doesn't work for me? And I realized it's because it was COSRX. Like, of course I was going to use it, but being loyal to a brand is a surefire way to not get the results that you want. Because just because they make a few products, maybe even a lot of products that really work for you and that you like, it doesn't mean that their entire line is going to be successful for you and what you're looking to do. So it's really helpful to have a brand that you like, because that's always a good place to start when you're looking for a new product or a new symptom that you want to maybe fix up. But don't be stuck on brand loyalty. Just because a brand works for some things does not mean it's good for everything. Okay, another thing that you could totally be doing that's hindering you from getting the results that you want is not listening to your skin. The thing is, your skin changes over time. So let's say that you start using a product today and it works fantastic for you for the rest of this year, even until next year, and then one day you put it on and it doesn't work anymore. Like, it starts to burn, or you get some kind of reaction, or you get red splotches. Your skin can change, and you can develop sensitivities to ingredients that you never used to have before. One of my favorite moisturizers, I can't use it anymore because every time I wear it, my skin starts to tingle and burn, and I get these crazy red splotches. And I don't even have particularly reactive skin. And it's super weird too, because that product doesn't have any ingredients in it that should cause a reaction in me. It's just like camel milk and like argan oil, things that I use all the time in other products, and it's not a problem. But this one product, I don't know why. But the point is, your skin can change. And a lot of things can cause that. Hormones, aging. Also, if you move, you change environments, things that worked for you in your old environment might not work for where you're headed. Like if you've seen my vlog about my trip to the esthetician, you know that when I went to Korea for a while and my skin got so dry, and I do not have dry skin here in Texas, but yeah, your skin can just totally change its mind about how it feels about products or how it feels about the day. So it is super key that you listen to your skin, not just in the immediate term, but in the long term. Continue to look and see what it's asking for over time, because your needs may change, your skin may change, your environment changes. You get the point. The same product may or may not continue to work for you over the long haul. And the other thing is, just because a product or ingredient is right for your skin type doesn't mean it's going to be right for you. In fact, let's take a quiz. Okay, so let's say you've got moderately oily skin and you're looking for a serum to help you control your oil but still look glowing and radiant throughout the day. You've got 3 choices. You could either go for the Blossom Jeju Pink Camellia Sumbi Essence Serum. Option number 2 is the Pixi Skin Treats Hydrating Milky Serum. And your final choice is the Dear Klairs Rich Moist Soothing Serum. Which one is going to be the best choice for you? If you said the Pixi Hydrating Milk Serum, woohoo, congratulations, you might be right. But also you might not be. Listen, the fact of the matter is, just because a product is targeted to a certain skin type and may work for lots of your friends with the same type of skin as you, you are more than a skin type. You have unique skin with its own unique wants and needs, and just because a product works for your type of skin doesn't mean it works for you personally. So keep that in mind next time someone tells you, well, I use blah, 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 and it works awesome, and we have the same skin. You don't have the same skin. You have the same skin type, and maybe you live in the same environment, but your skin is yours and yours alone, and the only way, truly, to know if a product is going to work for you is to try it. And if you don't know, you can go to Sephora and you can get samples of anything in the store. And you can get I think you can get 3 samples from each of the different worlds. So skincare is a world, makeup and perfume are the 3 worlds at Sephora. You can go into Sephora, ask for samples from skincare, and go home and try them yourself. Use them for 2 weeks or so to make sure that your skin likes them. You can also buy products from Sephora, and if they don't work for you, you can return them. So sometimes the sample doesn't give me quite enough to know if I like it. Like, I think I like it, but I'm not sure if I like it. I'll go ahead and I'll purchase it. I'll use it, and then I'll make that final determination. And if I determine it really isn't going to work for me and my concerns and the effects I'm trying to achieve, you can always go ahead and return it. Okay, so I know you're probably going to be tired of hearing me say this, but another way that you can be counteracting all of the great things you're doing for your skin is not protecting it from damage in the first place. If you're not wearing your sunscreen, for example, and you're continuing to get damage from UV rays, that is your fault, and you are undoing all of the good stuff that you're doing. Yes, taking care of your skin is super fun and all of that, and so it feels good to put on lotions and face masks and moisturizers. It's super great. I love it too. But if you're not taking that same time to prevent damage from happening, I mean, listen, you guys, it takes so much more time, energy, and money to reverse damage than it is to just prevent it in the first place. Make sure you wear your sunscreen. Another thing to keep in mind if you're not getting the results that you want is sometimes you have a problem or an issue that you might not be able to fix on your own. And sometimes it's just worth it to go and see a professional. So I had a friend who came to me one time and she was telling me about some issues that she was having with her acne, and her skin was being super reactive for no apparent reason, and she couldn't figure it out, and she was asking me for advice. And finally I just asked her, I was like, well, have you gone to the doctor? And she was like, no, of course I didn't go to the doctor. Like, I figured I could just fix it myself. Well, a lot of times you can. There are lots of issues and conditions that we can fix at home ourselves by using the right routine and the right products and the right ingredients. But sometimes we have problems, and the only person who can really help us with that is a doctor or another kind of skincare professional. So dermatologists and estheticians, they're there to help you. They are there to help you work through issues that are too hard or too time consuming, or that you just don't have the knowledge to prevent or to fix yourself. So for example, if you have an issue with blackheads, blackheads actually won't go away on their own. There's basically nothing that you can apply topically that's going to make blackheads go away once they've formed. The only thing you can do at home is really prevent them. I do not recommend you try to extract them yourself. My skin is full of pits and problems and issues that I know, just don't do it. But your esthetician, she can totally help you with that. She can help get rid of pimples that you have that are maybe going to cause inflammation if you leave them there for too long. And she can help you get rid of those blackheads that you can't extract, or you shouldn't be extracting on your own. Also, sometimes you just need a prescription. You might need something with the active ingredient tretinoin in it, and you have to get that from your doctor. You might need Axone, might be a better option for you, but you won't know which option is best for you, and you can't even get it even if you did without a prescription, and so you do need to go to the doctor for that. There is no shame in going to the doctor, getting a professional's help with your skin. If you've done everything that you think you can do and you're still having consistent problems, go see a professional. Now, I fully recognize there are plenty of reasons why a person might not be able to go to the doctor. You might not have access to one, you might not have the money to go see one, it might not be covered by your insurance, you might not have insurance, and I get all of that. Those are all completely legitimate reasons to not go to the doctor. But if you have the means, the ability, the time, and the resources to do so, and you're having problems with your skin, I highly recommend it. Another major reason that you may not be getting the results you're looking for has nothing to do with your actual skincare regimen. It may just be part of your lifestyle. If you are not drinking enough water, getting enough sleep, or if you have a lot of stress in your life, or a lot of people also, if they eat weird stuff like, I don't know, sugar and meat, I don't know, whatever, different kinds of dietary things, all of those things can affect your skin. Keep in mind that skincare actually means more than just the things you put on your face. It also applies to the things that we put in our bodies and the situations that we put ourselves in. If we smoke, if we drink too much, if we don't get enough sleep, if we're stressed out, all of those things can counteract the goodness that we do in our morning and evening routines. So just keep in mind, skincare, more than what you put on your face, also what you put in your body. And the last thing I want to talk about why you might not be getting the results you're after, is just that you're not giving your skin enough time to heal and recover with whatever it is you're using as treatment. So most of the time, if you are noticing some kind of weird breakout, for example, and you start to treat it, you're going to need to give it more than like a couple of days to react. I've heard so many people who are like, well, I tried that lotion that you told me to use, or I tried this for like 4 days and nothing happened. Well, of course nothing happened after 4 days. 4 days is basically nothing. Like, what do you expect to happen after 4 days? It took more than 4 days for you to acquire this issue, so of course it's going to take more than 4 days for it to go away. Nothing happens overnight. A good rule of thumb is 2 weeks. If after 2 weeks you're not seeing anything happen, you might start to reevaluate, but even then, I would say 2 to 4 weeks is really what you want to go for. Now, in that 2 week period, if you are noticing adverse effects, if you are getting weird rashes or sensitivity, that's something different. And then you basically want to stop using that product because there's something in it that your skin doesn't like. But in terms of achieving results, that just takes time. You have to be patient. You have to give your skin time to heal and do whatever you're trying to make it do with your product. Because the other thing too is that a lot of times we'll stop using one product and then we'll start using another one, and your skin's like, bruh, what are you trying to do? And that doesn't work either. You have to just like kind of pick one and kind of go with it for a while. Give your skin a chance. So one of the issues I hear a lot is people are just throwing all different kinds of products at their issue. So they're like, I'm using a BHA and I'm using an AHA and I'm using tretinoin and I'm using Axone, and your skin is just like, can you stop? Like, what are you, stop? That's too much. You don't need to do too much at once. You want to slowly build up your regimen and slowly kind of introduce new products to your skin. Too much at once is always bad. Try one new product every 2 weeks or so. Give that product a while to see how you react to it before you start adding new things to your routine. So too much at once, bad news, not a good idea. Plus, if something does break you out, you don't know what it was because you were using all these new products at the same time. Every Sunday, I take off from my skincare routine. I don't use any of my medicines. I don't use any masks. I basically will wash my face and I'll maybe put on some like hydrating serum just because I want my face to feel dry. But that's really it. Give your skin a chance to react, and then also give your skin a break every once in a while, and that should help you get the results that you're looking for. I think that about wraps it up today for skincare issues that are preventing you from getting optimum results. I hope that you will give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel, and I'll be so excited to see you again next time as we continue to explore this wild and wonderful world of skincare. I'll see you next time. Bye.